to other human rights defenders who are better placed to handle them. The majority of our cases in this region, for example, but mostly if I talk about Jinja, being an industrial district or city, the majority of the cases are usually labor-related. So those we refer a lot to the district labor office, and then we also have a lot of land disputes that sometimes graduate to criminal offenses. So those we refer to police. So this year, the rate. We also keep asking ourselves, are there violations or people just don't report? So we received 12, but we have a caseload of 57, with our oldest file being of 2017. Yes, so for me, that's not a big rate. But my problem is, what is the problem? Are we very comfortable? Are there no violations, or people are just not reporting? And yet we are all the time in the media. We are going to the communities and educating the communities on their rights. The UHRC, the regional office in specific, has even gone ahead to conduct capacity building for human rights for the media people, to make sure that in whatever they do, we are using the youth work towards to make sure that it's not actually shrinking, but it is improving to favor us to work.
Our own Justice, Honorable Justice David Patel, who is in charge of the Iganga Circuit Court, High Court Circuit. He's also likely to participate.
Yes, thank you, Robert.
Send us on the 8th. While the ambassador will open up the function. But the keynote address on which we shall focus on in terms of the debates will be by?
That was shortly after the elections in 2021, I think around October. Nup supporters led by Honorable Y0U led a team to our office in the company of some journalists here, by the way. I was in office only to realize that I was surrounded by journalists around the office, and then there was a team outside in the gate. And what had brought them, they are demanding to know what Uganda Human Rights Commission has done about the abducted group supporters. Like I told you, my region is Busoga and Bukedi. So I did forget our role that we defend peacefully. So I welcomed them, calmed them down. We sat in a meeting in the boardroom, and they stated that in Busoga there are so many people who have been abducted for being supporters, and UHRC, you're doing nothing. So I said, that is something we cannot run away from. It's our responsibility. If there are people that are being arrested and detained in Comunicado and allegedly they are being tortured, that is primarily our role, to make sure that they get justice. So in that meeting we agreed that they provide me a list of all the names of people that they were alleging had been abducted and were being detained in Comunicado. Up to this moment, as I talk, they have never returned with that list. But remember, I cannot do much if you have not reported. And we also have a duty. When you report, you just don't report. You have a duty to help us with these inquiries. So that is what I can say. So since they never returned, I assume in Busoga we did not have anybody. The violations, and we remain lamenting. You need to report. Unless you report, action cannot be taken. You need to report, and when you report to us, please also stay with us for us to establish these facts, because we cannot do it on our own. We'll need you to provide evidence. We'll need you to to give us the leads for us to investigate and establish them to conclusion. Our region is comprised our region comprises 11 districts and 1 city. Although for us as a commission we have a jurisdiction of 18 plus 1 city. So we added the 7 of the Bukedi sub-region. Now this year we were able to record 12, we were able to register 12 complaints. That does not mean that it's only 12 people that walked into our office. There were about 400 that came in. The majority of them we made referrals.
Our power. People power. People power. Our power. Our power. People power.